even know if I'm going to upload this video, but I really wanted to talk about it. I'm going to talk about something that I've been seeing on TikTok while I get ready for the day, because I think it needs to be said. I'm just starting off by using CeraVe moisturising lotion. I put much makeup on because I just don't feel like it today, but I just thought I would do a little video explaining my feelings because I have strong feelings. SKINNYTOK. I don't know if anybody else's For You page at the moment is full of SKINNYTOK content, but my For You page is absolutely like drained in it. I don't think these influencers realise what they're doing to people. I get on into this video properly. This is going to be a little bit more of a serious video, but before I get into it, I just want to say, like, I'm not saying that these influencers are causing eating disorders or anything like that. Basically what I'm saying is they need to be a bit more careful, because some of these behaviours that they're displaying or advertising or whatever can not cause an eating disorder, but very much contribute to an eating disorder or the development of an eating disorder. Sorry about the pause, but I just wanted to say quickly as well, some influencers that aren't even on SKINNYTOK, I've noticed at the moment, are definitely promoting an unhealthy lifestyle. There's been so many influencers recently lose a lot of weight, and I don't think they're helping because they are body checking continuously online. I just kind of want to educate a little bit. Now, I'm not a professional, but I have struggled with eating disorders in the past. I was diagnosed with an eating disorder, so I know a little bit about kind of triggers and things and just random facts about it. So I just kind of wanted to put my little bit of knowledge into there and just explain what is wrong with SKINNYTOK. So I did a video on TikTok this morning basically just saying calories in, calories out, and then I had a big paragraph about how to lose weight healthily. Basically it was about how the problem with SKINNYTOK and how to lose weight healthily. I need to get on with my makeup as well. I don't know what to do. I'll do a little bit of bronzer. It was about calories in, calories out. That was pretty much what I had put on the video, and then I had done a caption basically saying that SKINNYTOK can be damaging to people, and it took me one search on Google to find that the most popular age for people on TikTok is between 18 and 24. It took me another search to figure out that your brain development does not develop properly until your late 20s. Your brain is not fully formed till then, meaning you can still be impressionable. I uploaded this video with good advice. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it was good advice. My video got shadow banned, and if you don't know what that means, basically, if you don't use TikTok, basically where a video gets like banned but still being uploaded, so you don't get views but your video is still there. So I think I had like 3 views in an hour or something like that, and which means your video has been shadow banned. Usually I get like at least 100 within the first few minutes. So I knew straight away that my video had been shadow banned. It sparked me to do this video that I'm doing now, because video should not have been, like, it's funny how my video explaining healthy calorie intake was banned, but these SKINNYTOK girls or boys or whoever's uploading can upload this content and just not get it banned, you know what I mean? I was watching videos yesterday on SKINNYTOK and somebody did a video like unpopular opinion, but I think SKINNYTOK has helped me become so much better as a person, and I've lost over 40 pounds and I just look so good. And that was pretty much the premise of the video. Basically, like, has told me that I shouldn't be eating more than like 3 bites of a cake, and it means that I can still have my cake, but I've only had 3 bites of it. Sorry about my American accent, but that was pretty much the premise of the video. She didn't know how to lose weight, and she's listened to these skinny TikTok influencers who have been telling her that she can lose weight if she just has like 2 bites of a cake. She can lose weight if instead of finishing her tea, she'll have like 2 bites of her tea. So it's like she still had it, but by the way, tea, I'm northern, so tea is like dinner. She had like 2 bites of her tea, and then she doesn't have to finish the rest of it because it just means that she's got that craving sorted. Oh, yeah, great advice. Waste food. Amazing advice. Don't understand like this new revolutionary like SKINNYTOK influencers, because what they're sort of giving out is things that we've known all along. Sorry, but I don't understand people who do not get how to lose weight. It's obviously, I know emotionally it's hard to lose weight, but on paper it is so easy to lose weight. It's calories in, it's calories out. You work out your BMR once you know your BMR, you just cut a couple of 100 calories of your BMR. Or if you're exercising, you don't need to. That is how you sustain weight loss. Like, let's say my BMR is like 1700 calories a day. If I eat 1700 calories a day and then work out to burn 500 calories, it means I'm on a caloric deficit of 500 calories a day. And that is how you lose weight sustainably. Whereas these people are saying, you know, eat 2 bites of your cake, eat 2 bites of your breakfast, eat 2 bites of your lunch, and then you'll lose weight. Yes, of course you'll lose weight, because you're having no calories and you're also wasting food. I don't know how this advice is being like sold on TikTok as like the best advice. It's not. The way to lose weight is you need motivation and discipline. That is how you lose weight. You do not need to have 2 bites of cake and then not eat for the rest of the day. This is what is being promoted online, is that we massively undereat and we don't meet our calorie expectation for the day. I used to struggle with eating disorders, and I still do struggle with the thoughts of eating disorders, and I just think, like, for me, example, watching this content is just not good for me. Like, it's really not. And I know I have a choice. If I see a video and it's titled Skinny Talk, I can click off the video. I don't have to watch it. But I think we'd all be lying if we said we've never watched something that we think could potentially trigger us, especially if you've had problems with it in the past. Why is my powder going patchy on my head? Also, it's every like 2 videos now, like somebody promoting like a really unhealthy diet. There is videos on TikTok that are labeled as harsh motivation. If you've ever seen one of those, it's basically like a video that's like, put the cake down, like you don't need it, eat an apple, that kind of content. I think if you're morbidly obese, then maybe, yeah, that is good advice, you know, like sort of snapping the person out of what they're doing. You know, you don't need to eat the cake if you want to lose some weight, you don't. And that, like, eat the cake but only have 2 bites of it is so, it's like we've lost touch with reality. Like, I'm not going to go to a restaurant and order food and then eat 2 bites of it and then not eat the rest, you know what I mean? And then, oh, this is one of the other points that really annoyed me. It was somebody commented on one of the Skinny Talk videos basically saying, like, I've been brainwashed my whole life to thinking that, like, gaining muscle and eating like 2000 calories a day and lifting weights is a good way to lose weight or a good way to feel better about yourself, when really it's like not eating or not eating as much. And I thought, like, what? You're basically promoting now that exercise and lifting weights is bad for your body. That's when I start to get annoyed, starting to call other areas of health wrong. Can you imagine being like a 13-year-old girl or a 14-year-old girl or 14-year-old boy starting a gym, trying to put on a bit of weight, and then watching a Skinny Talk video where they're telling you that you shouldn't be going to the gym to try and lift weights because it'll make you bulky and big? I don't know if I'm making sense because I'm really rambling right now, but what is my lip liner? A girl's video, and she was on about like the heroin chic, Kate Moss sort of era of like modelling back in like the 90s, where everything was like so skinny and like you wanted to look like that. And she was basically giving advice on Skinny Talk, saying how good Skinny Talk was, and then saying after that, like, I want to look like Kate Moss, like that was too unhealthy. She basically said, like, I don't want to look like Kate Moss because that was too unhealthy, but I do want to lose weight and look skinnier like some of these skinny influencers. A little bit of a search on these skinny influencers, and most of them are very, very skinny. Coming on here really quick just to say, if you are naturally a very skinny person, there's nothing wrong with that at all. That's not what I'm saying. I just realised how that sounded. What I mean is, if you're striving for a body that is very thin when you're naturally not very thin, it's not sustainable and it's not going to work. I think we are getting brainwashed by these people. I just think if you want to lose weight, do it properly. Why do we have to be sharing advice that can be potentially dangerous? If you want to share Skinny Talk advice, why not do it in a group for like people that are a bit overweight that want to lose some weight? Why do we have to post it to the world? A lot of people watching the skinny content, whether or not the people creating it believe it, will be people with eating disorders. Will be people suffering from anorexia, bulimia, binge eating disorder. All of the eating disorders, they will be watching this content, probably more so than the people that want to lose weight. And they'll be getting tips, they'll be getting ideas, knowing how to get away with it, really, how to get away with their eating disorder. And actually, it's disgusting. I'm not one to be very negative on my account, like to be negative. This all over my hand again. I'm not one to be negative on my account because I really want this account to be a place of like a little bit of an escape from reality and things like that. Myself as an example, I want to lose some weight this year. It was in one of my goals that I wanted to lose some weight. Now I've got to be really careful if I try and lose weight because of my past with eating disorders. So I do try my best to not get sucked into that world. But it's so easy to when it's right in front of your face and it's being advertised as good. I remember a few years ago, if you were looking at content that was inspiration kind of content, it was bad. People thought it was bad. Now this SKINNYTOK is kind of a little bit of a gateway into that sort of content, and it's very damaging and very dangerous, and I'm worried about the younger generations. People need to be careful about what they're advertising online. I also think the algorithm is disgusting as well for promoting that kind of content. Yeah, my video that was explaining how to lose weight healthily without having to eat 2 bites of cake got shadow banned. This video helped anybody, or if you just liked to watch me rant. I think that there is a huge problem with SKINNYTOK. I think some of the videos, I have watched a few of them that I can see working for people who are a bit overweight, who want to lose a bit of weight and want to feel better about themselves. I can see some of the content working in that way. Some of the videos, it's like pictures of cake and then it's like stop eating, and then the end of the video is like scales. It's like a really low weight on the scales. I don't think these big influencers realize the content they're tapping into. It's like their content is under the same content as really unhealthy stuff. I think the people watching their videos are also watching these really unhealthy videos. So I think people just need to be more mindful of what they're promoting. You know, there is a market for harsh motivation and people do respond well to harsh motivation, and I do think in some ways harsh motivation is good for people who really do need to medically lose weight. They don't realise the people watching their content are already girls and boys who are average weight or thin or skinny or even thick, like very thin. Like, they don't realise who they're catering towards. It's funny, I wanted to lose some weight but I wasn't really looking up anything on TikTok, and then SKINNYTOK found me before I found content. Imagine whose For You pages these are coming up for. It's the same with, don't even get me started on the did one, so I'm gonna call myself out, where it was the trend where it was like I forgot what the song is, like, I don't want this body if it puts me in the ground, or whatever that song is, which is a beautiful song. And I did a video but I only put my face in it, I didn't put my body in it. It was about like my old eating disorder, and then now that I'm like a bit better, whatever. Some of these people uploading this content are also uploading photos of themselves at a very 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 skinny weight and showing their whole body. I deleted my video straight away because I realized like what I could do, even though it was just my face, but you could very much tell that my face was a lot thinner. So I deleted my video straight away because I realized, I was like, I don't really want to promote this. Some people have kept the videos on. It's the same sort of way as this chubby filter that's been going around as well, like people laughing at themselves chubby. I'm not bothered about how you look chubby. Very very damaging content on TikTok at the moment. I think people need to reevaluate what they're doing. We're gonna end up with a lot of eating disorder sufferers. I made a video about this the other day. Do you remember when TikTok used to be like fun? TikTok used to be like in the Musical.ly days, and like remember when Vine existed? Like that sort of content used to be on TikTok where it was like funny and you'd be like, that is hilarious. Now TikTok is like body shaming all the time, selling products you don't even want. I think it was Kane's video, and it was about like compost, and he was like, I do not want your compost. And that's the thing, like TikTok has turned into a completely different app than it was in like 2018 2019 when it switched over. It's not fun anymore, honestly. I used to really enjoy making TikToks, and I still do to an extent. Like, I love my nature account. I do think there is a problem with TikTok at the moment, and I do think it is becoming very unhealthy and very like mentally draining, but we all have such an addiction to it that we can't get off it. Calling myself out, it's not normal if you're watching that content and you're of an average build and you're now wanting to have 2 bites of your cake. Stop watching it because it will damage you. Sorry that this video was so negative. I just felt in my heart and bones that I needed to make a video on it because it really touched a nerve. It stung a nerve. This video gave you a little bit of an insight into the dangers of it. It's just me rambling again, but I do like filming these rambly videos. But yeah, thank you for watching. My next video will be more positive. But yeah.